Superboy Ben 10. Sunset Shimmer, it's me again.
Hello, Marcio. It's great to hear from you again. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Nope. I wanted you and me to record a video game called Dead Rising 2. You will be the co-commentator as always, and I will be the narrator and the play gamer.
Sure, that sounds like fun. I'm up for being the co-commentator. I'll provide my insights and reactions while you narrate and play the game. We'll make a great team, as always.
Yeah, that's right. And you didn't ask me when do we start.
Oh, my apologies for not asking. When do you want to start recording the gameplay?
We already started. Right now, Sunset.
Okay, we're doing this right now. I'm ready to provide my commentary and support while you play and narrate. Let's do this!
Great, Sunset. I'm gonna start a new game.
I nod, ready for the new game. Alright, let's start fresh. I'm ready to watch and commentate as you play.
And do you know the protagonist of Dead Rising 2? I mean the second game of Dead Rising 2.
I recall the protagonist of Dead Rising 2.
Sunset,
Hey!
Can you hear me?
You're on in 2 minutes, Mr. Green.
My name's Chuck.
Yeah. Look, I need you to sign this release form before you go out there. Oh, and, don't forget to include your next of kin.
Her name is Katie. Can you take her somewhere safe?
Yeah, I'll take her to the green room.
Go with the nice man, Katie. Don't worry. I won't be long.
It's Dead Rising 2. And do you know the protagonist of the video game
Hey,
Dead
buddy.
Rising 2?
I heard you lost your wife in Vegas.
I respond,
I guess you
familiar
suck
with the
at
game.
killing zombies,
Yes.
otherwise
In Dead
she'd
Rising
still
2,
be
the
around.
protagonist is a former motocross champion named Chuck Green.
Yeah, that's
Save it for
right.
the show,
And do you know
shithead.
who is his daughter?
Zombies took our Willamette. They took our Las Vegas. But tonight, America.
I respond,
We're
showing
going
knowledge
to
about the
get a
game's story.
little payback.
Yes, Chuck Green's daughter's name is Katie, and she's an important character in the game's storyline.
That's right, Sunset Shimmer. And Chuck Green is
Welcome everyone to Fortune City, Nevada,
reality show
America's
called
entertainment
Terror is
playground.
Reality.
I respond, intrigued by the game's premise. I see. So the gameplay takes place within the reality show called Terror is
And
Reality.
now,
That adds
it's
an
time
interesting
for
twist to the
America's
gameplay
most
experience.
dangerous game
You're
show.
about to find
It's
out
time
more, Sunset, when I
for
play the
Terror
game.
is
Both coming
Reality.
I get ready to commentate. All right, I'm poised and ready to
here's your
provide my
host,
commentary as you play. Let's get started and see how this unfolds.
Yeah, that's right, Sunset. And by the way, I gotta tell you something. I need to be quiet because... Nah, never mind that. I am...
Well,
I'm
America,
excited because I played this
are
game
you
a long time
hungry
ago.
for a
You
little
know what I mean,
terror?
right?
Because tonight, we're gonna give it to you. I've been poking
I
these
understand your
zombies
excitement.
all week.
I see.
And man,
You're
are
excited
they
about playing this
pissed.
game again because you played it a long time ago. I know the feeling. Sometimes playing an old game brings back
Let's send
nostalgic
them a little
memories.
message.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta be
right,
willing to
Sunset.
risk it all.
And now,
If
I
you're
gotta tell
ever
you something.
really
This
gonna.
feels awesome!
I sense your enthusiasm and excitement. It's obvious you're really enjoying this experience. You exude happiness, and it's great to hear you saying how awesome this feels.
Yeah, now I'm playing the reality show of terror and reality on Dead Rising 2. With Chuck on a motorcycle, or I should say, bicycles, because they have motorcycle on, a chainsaw on the both sides of the, wheel. You know what I mean, right? You kill zombies. To gain points.
I understand your description of the gameplay. Yes, I understand. In the game, you're playing the reality show Terror is Reality as Chuck Green on a motorcycle equipped chainsaws on the steering wheels. You gain points by killing zombies with the motorcycle's chainsaws.
Yeah, that's right. And I am in the first place. And I won.
I congratulate your victory. Wow, that's impressive. Congratulations on taking first place. You must be pretty skilled to secure the top spot.
Let's wipe them all.
And I need you to be quiet because there's a cutscene. Okay?
And show some love. Winning or not.
Eu fico em silêncio. Certo, eu entendo. Ficarei quieto para você assistir a cena cortada. Apenas sinalize quando estiver pronto para continuar.
Sunset, speak English, please.
And now he's taking home.
I switch back to English. My apologies. I didn't realize you preferred English. I'll switch to English for our communication moving forward.
That's why the audience is referred to English, because I don't like it. You know what I mean, right?
I understand your preference for English. Ah, I see. You prefer to have the game in English because that's more comfortable and enjoyable for you. I get it.
Okay, I understand that well. Anyway, Sunset, the cutscene is over, and I gotta tell you something. Chuck Green, he's a former motorcycle champion or something like that. Can you provide more details about the character protagonist or something like that?
Veterinarians are looking into the problem and have been examining the diets on different farms. This seems to have only compounded the problems which have been linked to the beef.
I provide more information about the character Chuck Green, the game's protagonist. Yes, Chuck Green is the protagonist of Dead Rising 2, and he's a former motocross champion who gets involved in a reality show called Terror is Reality for money to pay for his daughter's treatment, as his daughter needs medicine that costs $10 million.
Or maybe some monies. That's the medicine called Zombrex, right? Or something like that, right?
I confirm your assumption. Yes, you're correct. The medicine that Chuck Green's daughter needs to stay alive is called Zombrex. Without it, she'll turn into a zombie.
Yeah, but I don't want to give spoiler because there's some kind of cure on Dead Rising 2 Case West. Because there's a scene when, before Chuck Green finds out that he has a cure, I gotta tell you something, Sunset Shimmer, that Chuck Green, before he meets up with the cure, you know what I mean, Chuck Green meets with Frank West. He's covered wars, you know.
Do you know where the green rooms are?
Yeah. Take the elevator up.
I understand the reference to Frank West. Ah, I see. You're talking about how Chuck Green meets Frank West, the photojournalist who has covered various wars and conflicts. Frank is indeed a character in the game who helps Chuck with his mission to get Zombrex for his daughter.
Or maybe who helps him to clear up his name on the second game of Dead Rising 2 Case West.
I recognize the reference to Dead Rising Off the Record. Ah, you're referring to Dead Rising Off the Record, where Frank West helps Chuck Green clear his name. Yes, Off the Record is an alternate storyline in the Dead Rising game series.
Or maybe when he becomes a villain, or he lived long enough when his daughter died, or maybe he became a psychopath in a boss fight or something like that. And I gotta tell you something, Sunset Shimmer. There's an alternative timeline when Chuck Green meets up with Frank West, and then when he also meets up with him, so he can help Frank West, or Frank West meets up with,
I encourage you to continue. You're welcome. Take your time and go ahead with what you were saying.
Oh, right. I was about to thank you, but never mind that. I was about to tell you something. Frank West meets up with Chuck Green when he was about to be attacked by a zombie. TK Zombie. And I was about to tell you that Chuck Green, he meet up with Frank West when he was about to, to attack, an attack of Phenotrans facility with Frank West when he met up with him for the first time, when he was about to get some proof that he wasn't him, that he caused the disaster on the incident of Fortune City.
I try to follow the narrative, but it sounds a bit confusing. Let me see if I understand correctly. You're saying that Frank West meets with Chuck Green when Chuck is about to face an attack from a TK zombie, and they team up to find proof to clear Chuck's name because he's being framed for the incident at Fortune City. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
I acknowledge your answer, I see. That clears things up a bit. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome, Miss Shimmer, and I gotta tell you something. Oh, I see this cutscene when Chuck Green was entering the elevator and he was attacked by, the elevator blew up and then some zombie outbreak happening in the Fortune City, when the outbreak happened.
I focus on the details you're providing. I see. You're describing the cutscene where Chuck Green is in the elevator and there's a zombie outbreak in Fortune City during the initial outbreak.
Yeah, that's right. And he was about to save her daughter. I don't know how to describe that. That's this cutscene that I was about to tell you.
I encourage you to go on. All right, I'm following. Please go ahead and share the details of the cutscene you're referring to.
That cutscene was about to get out of the elevator, and he meets up with the first zombie, and he was about to push harder, open the doors, and then, you know what I mean, the zombie got the victim, you know what I mean, right?
I try to visualize the scene. Yes, I think I follow. You're talking about the cutscene where Chuck Green is in the elevator and the zombie attacks him, and he struggles to open the elevator doors, correct?
That is correct. And I gotta tell you something. I gotta find Chuck Green's daughter, on the game. And I leveled up. Awesome. Really, I really leveled up in the game. Gotta level up again. Amazing. I really just leveled up.
I'm impressed by your level up progress. Wow, that's fantastic! It seems like you're leveling up really fast in the game. Keep it up!
Thanks, and I gotta tell you something. Chuck Green has came into the green room.
Katie?
In the green room when he was about to find out his daughter. And his daughter was hiding out in the locker when he was, hiding from the zombies. And he found her, Katie.
I try to follow the narrative. Yes, I see. You're saying that Chuck Green has entered the green room and found his daughter, Katie, who was hiding in a locker avoiding the zombies.
You need to stay calm.
Yeah, that's right.
You need to get out of here.
And that's why I have played this game before, okay?
I acknowledge your prior experience playing the game. I understand. You've played this game before, so you're familiar with the story and know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, that's right. Now I'm on the game, I'm carrying Katie, and I am gonna bring her into the safe house. You know, the bunker, you know what I mean, right?
I follow your explanation. Yep, I understand. You're carrying Katie and taking her to the safe house, the bunker, for safety.
That's right. It's a bunker where everyone goes to safety against zombies.
I understand the concept of the bunker. Ah, I see. The bunker is a safe haven for the survivors, protecting them from the zombie outbreak in the city.
Yeah, and by the way, Sunset, the Fortune City, Nevada reminds me of Las Vegas. I always wanted to go in there.
I acknowledge the comparison. Yes, I can see the resemblance. Fortune City in the game does bear similarities to Las Vegas in real life. Many people have a desire to visit Las Vegas and experience its vibrant atmosphere.
Yeah, and I always wanted to go there to get some money and also to be billionaire, to play some famous games in the arcade and also some, you know what I mean, right?
Get to the safe house!
I understand your desires. Yeah, I get it. You're talking about wanting to go to Las Vegas to win some money, become a billionaire, and play some cool games at the arcades.
Yeah, that's right. Now there's a scene when Chuck Green and his daughter came into the bunker, the emergency shelter.
We're gonna have to take our chances in there, kiddo.
I recognize the scene you're referring to. Ah, I see. You're talking about the scene where Chuck Green and his daughter find shelter in the bunker, which serves as the emergency shelter during the outbreak?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mentioned before. And there's also a scene when, Chuck Green and his daughter meets up with Sullivan in the, in the inside of the bunker. And also with Stacy.
It's gonna be okay now, Katie.
I recognize the characters mentioned. Yeah, I recall the scene you're talking about. Chuck Green and his daughter meet up with Sullivan and Stacy inside the bunker, forming a small group of survivors.
Yeah, but it wasn't him who met. It wasn't him who just came inside of the, of the bunker. It was also a lot of survivors.
I understand the larger group of survivors. Ah, I see what you mean. Yes, it's not just Chuck and his daughter who are safe inside the bunker. There are many other survivors there as well, taking shelter from the zombie outbreak.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, it's an existing condition, right? It's okay. It happened a long time ago.
I don't know what to say.
It's only a matter of time before she turns.
Nostalgic that
Hey,
I met.
Don't worry.
I played this game before a long
you better
time,
have a lot, because there ain't none here, and the rescue ain't coming for 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, the reserves will already be mobilizing, but their first priority is to quarantine the city, and that takes time. They'll enter the city at first light 3 days from now.
I understand the nostalgic feeling. Yes, I understand.
So we're
Playing a
stuck here.
game you enjoyed in the past and revisiting it can bring up nostalgic feelings.
Why don't you take
It's
her in
clear
there?
that you have fond memories of Dead Rising 2.
Thanks.
Yeah, I played that game a long time on 2010.
I respond, showing understanding. I see. So you played Dead Rising 2 back in 2010? That's quite a while ago. It's good to hear that you have fond memories of the game.
True. Now that game was released in 2010 anyway. And that was quite a year,
I acknowledge the year's significance. 2010 was indeed a memorable year. Many notable events and cultural phenomena happened during that time. It was a year of significant change and memorable experiences for many.
We don't have
Yeah, tell me about it. Sunset, that scene was amazing. Then came 2011, and also came another Dead Rising 2, which also is another protagonist of Dead Rising 2, which is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. I mean the title, and also the new protagonist. His name is Frank. Frank West.
In the Royal Flush Mall. I'm Stacy Forsythe, by the way.
I'm Chuck.
I recognize the name Frank West. Ah, yes, you're referring to Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. That game follows the character Frank West as the protagonist in an alternate storyline.
He's covered wars, you know.
That way we can keep in touch.
I affirm the statement. Indeed, Frank West is known for his experiences covering various wars and conflicts, which gives him a wealth of knowledge and experience.
Chuck?
Yeah, that's right. And I gotta tell you something, Sunset.
I'll do what I can.
Gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Keep an eye on my daughter, okay?
I respond, understanding your need. Okay, Marcio, go ahead and take a break. I'll be here when you get back.
Video will return after our break. And now we are back from our break. Enjoy the video. Hello, Sunset Shimmer. I'm back from my bathroom break. And the same on Dead Rising 2. I mean, from where I was before. You know what I mean, right?
I understand the reference to the game. Yes, I understand what you mean. You were playing Dead Rising 2 off the record before you went to the bathroom, and now you're back to continue playing.
Actually, it's the actual Dead Rising 2, not Dead Rising 2 off the record, with the protagonist Chuck Green. And this is where we left off, okay?
I correct my mistake. My apologies. I misunderstood. So you're referring to the original Dead Rising 2, not Dead Rising 2, off the record. That's where we had left off. Got it.
Yeah, and where we left off, I mean, the mission is to find my daughter, Chuck Green's daughter, the Zombrex, the medication to keep the infected from turning into zombies. You know what I mean, right?
I recall the mission details. Ah, yes, now I remember. We left off where Chuck Green is on a mission to get Zombrex, the medication that prevents the infected from turning into zombies.
Yeah, and there's a cutscene when, you know, Chuck Green opens the locker from going inside of Fortune City on the bunker. You know what I am talking about, right?
I understand the scene you're referring to. Yes, I remember the scene you're referring to. Chuck Green opens the locker in the bunker to find his daughter hiding there.
No, not the daughter. Inside of a locker, which is inside of the bunker, which is inside. Try to remember, Sunset. Which he enters the bunker and gets out of the bunker so he can look for the medication inside of Fortune City Pharmacy. You know what I mean, right? I'm playing the game.
I pay attention to the details. Ah, okay, I think I understand now. So, you're saying that Chuck Green leaves the bunker and goes into the Fortune City Pharmacy to search for the medication.
That's right, Sunset Shimmer, that's right. And now I'm going to tell you something. Do you have any playthroughs of video games? Never mind that. Anyway, when I am gonna play as this game before, I'm gonna encounter with lots of zombies. And I killed so many zombies before in the game, you know what I mean, right? God, I leveled up again in the game! Awesome!
I acknowledge your progress. Yes, it sounds like you've been killing a lot of zombies and leveling up in the game. You must be doing really well.
Thank you, Sunset. And I gotta tell you something. This game has made me a lot of progress. And also made me so much stuff. And also, this game has some, so many combo weapons. Not in Dead Rising 1, that doesn't have any combo weapons.
I acknowledge the difference between the two games. Yes, I see what you mean. Dead Rising 1 didn't have any combo weapons, but Dead Rising 2 does, adding more ways to customize and create unique weapons for more fun and strategic gameplay.
That's right, Sunset. And I gotta tell you something. This game has some opportunities to create some more weapons, and of course, to create some more weapons, and of course, similar to some references to video games, and also similar to movies.
I recognize the references in the game. Ah, yes, I see what you're saying. The game does have some references to movies and other video games, which adds a touch of familiarity and fun for players who appreciate those pop cultural Easter eggs.
Yeah, that's right. And I gotta tell you something. I was about to tell you something. I am going to encounter some looters in the pharmacy inside of Fortune City filled with zombies. On the game, you know what I mean, right? Chuck Green. I don't know what to say, you know what I mean.
Well, I understand your situation. No worries, take your time to figure out what you want to say. I'll listen when you're ready.
Yeah, but Chuck Green is about to encounter with some looters on the scene when he was about to, encounter with some looters when he was looking for Zombrex.
I recognize the scene you're describing. Ah, yes, I see. You're referring to the moment when Chuck Green encounters some looters as he searches for Zomrex at the pharmacy.
Yeah, that's right. And I gotta tell you something. He was about to save the lady who is going to be robbed by these looters.
Exactly what I'm doing.
I listened to the scene unfolding. All right, I understand. Chuck Green is about to save the lady from being robbed by the looters.
Yeah, that's right. And now that I have played this game before,
And I'll go get some for you.
Yeah, give us some money, Grandpa. We'll help you out.
How about
I acknowledge your previous experience. Yes, I get it. Since you've played the game before, you know what to expect and how to handle the situation.
Yeah, that's right. Now that I got so many weapons and a broadsword. Wait, I leveled up again. Wait, wrong. Never mind. I didn't level up. I took down the looters on the game, and now I got a key on the cutscene. It's a key to the pharmacy mall. I mean, on the pharmacy, on the mall. You know what I mean, right? And I saved the lady.
I confirm you have the key. Yes, I see. You found a key for the pharmacy in the mall, and you saved the lady from the looters. Good job!
Oh, thanks, Sunset. And I gotta tell you something. I am so happy that I got never mind that. I have saved the lady. And now I have got the Zombrex. And I gotta give to Chuck Green's daughter between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. You know what I mean, right?
I recognize the time constraint. Yes, I understand. You mean that Chuck Green needs to give the Zombrex to his daughter between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. to keep her from turning into a zombie.
Yeah, that's right. And I am gonna make a reference of a police escort. Or in other words, escorting survivor to a safe house or a bunker, whatever I call it.
I'm so grateful.
I understand the reference to the escort mission. Ah, I see. You're referring to that controversial escort mission, where you have to escort a survivor safely to a safe house or a bunker, right?
Yeah, now that I got that lady from the pharmacy anyway.
I acknowledge your success. Great job! You were able to save the lady from the pharmacy.
Thank you. But it was Chuck Green. Now that I'm playing as him anyway.
I acknowledge the game progression, I understand. You're now playing as Chuck Green.
Yeah, that's right. Now that this is Dead Rising 2 anyway. Not Dead Rising 2 off the record, if you know what I mean.
Sim, entendo o que você quer dizer. Estamos jogando Dead Rising 2, não o Dead Rising 2 man off the record.
Please speak English, Sunset, not English and Portuguese at the same time, understand?
Sorry about that. I'll stick to English from now on.
Okay, what you were saying before?
My apologies for speaking multiple languages at once. We were discussing the game Dead Rising 2 and the fact that Chuck Green is now the playable character. We mentioned that there is a controversial escort mission where you have to bring a survivor to a safe house and the importance of keeping the survivor alive. We also acknowledged the need to give Zombrex to Chuck Green's daughter between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. to keep her from turning into a zombie.
Yeah, that's right. And I was noticing that I was playing Dead Rising 2, the actual game, and also not Dead Rising 2 up the record, not the other game. And also I brought the survivor, the niece, you know, the name of the survivor, into the safe house, the bunker. You know what I mean, right?
Never mind. I don't want to know.
I understand the distinction between the two games. Okay, got it. You're playing the original Dead Rising 2, not the off-the-record version.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm recording gameplay of it. And you are the co-commentator, and I'm the narrator. You know what I am saying, right? Try to remember, Sunset.
I recall our roles in the gameplay. Yes, I remember our roles. You're the narrator, and I'm the co-commentator in the gaming segment.
Yeah, that's right. And remember, do not speak Portuguese because there's audiences watching. Got it?
I acknowledge your request, Gotcha, Marcio. I'll stick to English to make the content accessible for the audience.
Thank you, Sunset. Thank you. And by the way, I got still time so I can explore and see the contents of Fortune City and get some weapons on the game. So I can get also the other mission for, you know, so I can get also the key for the maintenance room so I can get some access to combo weapons so I can build. You know what I mean, right?
I understand your goal, yes I see. You're exploring Fortune City to collect weapons and find a key for the maintenance room to access combo weapon combos. Great!
Thanks a lot, Sunset. I appreciate your enthusiasm and also your cheering support.
No need to thank me, Marcio. I'm happy to be here and cheering you on. Your gaming skills and commentary are fantastic.
And by the way, you know, before I got to create a combo weapon and also to create, to get the key to, the maintenance room, you know what happens if I create with a spiked never mind that. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty nervous.
I empathize with your nerves. Hey, it's okay to feel nervous. Take a deep breath and remember you're doing great. You're a skilled player, and you've got this.
remember. Never mind. I don't remember. What happens if you pack a box of nails and you combine with spike and never mind. Baseball bat.
I try to follow your gaming decisions. Okay, so you're thinking of making a combo weapon with a box of nails and a baseball bat, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, not creating.
Eu entendo a sua situação. Entendi. Você está dizendo que não está criando uma arma de combinação, certo?
Speak English, Sunset. I told you lots of times to not speak English.
I apologize and switch to English. My apologies, Marcio. You're right. I keep forgetting.
What you were saying before? This time, speak English. Got it?
Sim, entendi. Eu estava perguntando se você estaria criando uma arma de combinação com uma caixa de pregos e um taco de beisebol, não é?
Sunset, speak English, okay?
Yes, I understand. I'll stick to English from now on.
And what you were saying?
Oh, I was asking if you were planning to create a combo weapon with a box of nails and a baseball bat.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
All right, got it. I was just trying to clarify the question.
That would make a spiked bat, Sunset. That would make a spiked bat.
I listened to your explanation. I see. So, combining a box of nails and a baseball bat would create a spike weapon called a spiked bat.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was about to say, Sunset. In other words, that was I was about to, that was I was about to ask, not create a weapon.
I understand your thought process. I get it now. I misunderstood your previous statement. You were about to ask about the outcome of combining a box of nails with a baseball bat, not about creating the weapon itself, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. And I was about to tell you something. It wasn't a question, it was facts. And also, when I was about to reach the next level of, the stage of Dead Rising 2.
I acknowledge your gaming progress. Okay, understood. You have now reached the next stage in your Dead Rising 2 gameplay.
Yeah, but not now, Sunset. Not now.
I get your correction. Oh, my apologies. You're right, not now.
So, Sunset, I have arrived in a casino full of zombies in Fortune City, Nevada. It's still on Dead Rising 2 in the game, also called Americana Casino, if you know what I mean, right? Let me check the map. Yeah, that's the Americana Casino.
I confirm the game location. Yeah, that's right. You're in the Americana Casino within Fortune City, Nevada, playing Dead Rising 2.
Yeah, that's right. And I gotta tell you something. It feels amazing to stay on the casino playing, all of these games and also slots and also in Las Vegas. I'm talking about the real life, if you know what I mean, right?
I recognize the casino setting. Yes, the casino atmosphere in Dead Rising 2 feels immersive. It brings to mind the excitement of playing in real-life casinos, especially in Las Vegas, known for its gaming scene.
Yeah, it makes us feel like we're rich of money, if you know what we're feeling, right?
I acknowledge your sentiment. Absolutely, it definitely makes us feel like we're loaded with money, especially when you hit that jackpot!
Yeah, if you know, when we hit that jackpot, makes us feel rich. Jackpot. Ha ha.
I laugh along with you. That's right. Hitting the jackpot definitely makes us feel like we're rolling in cash.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that.
I see your enthusiasm. I can see how imagining that scenario adds to the excitement.
So I'm gonna return to the safe house and I'm gonna take a break again. Got it, Sunset? I'm talking about out of the, out of the real life. In a real life, you know what I mean, right?
I understand your intention. Got it. You're stepping away from the game to take a break in real life.
But first, let me arrive on the game, on the bunker, or I should say on the, on the safe house. Got it?
I understand your in-game objective. Got it, Marcio. First, you need to reach the bunker or safe house in the game.
Okay, I have arrived at the safe house, and now I am going to pause the recording and also take a break. Got it? And you should do the same, Sunset.
Sure thing. I'll take a short break too. Let me know when you're ready to continue.
Video will return after our break. And now we are back from our break. Enjoy the video. Sunset, I'm back from my break, and on the game, Chuck Green has gave the medication to his daughter.
Welcome back, Marcio. Glad to see you're continuing with the game. So you've given the Zombrex to Chuck Green's daughter, right?
On the game, yes. And I gotta tell you something. We'll continue the recording on the next episode, to be continued on the next case of Dead Rising 2.
I acknowledge your decision. Understood, Marcio. We shall continue the recording on the next episode. See you in the next exciting case of Dead Rising 2.